a video to watch if she just broke up with you. Breakups are never easy, and if she's just broken up with you, it can feel like your world has turned upside down. The confusion, heartbreak, and endless questions about what went wrong can be overwhelming. But here's the truth. This moment, as painful as it is, can also be an opportunity to reset, reflect, and grow. In this video, we'll guide you through the emotional aftermath of a breakup, helping you navigate the pain, regain your confidence, and take the right steps forward. Whether you want to heal or find a path to reconnect with her, this is where your comeback begins. The emotional cleanup. Breakups are often tumultuous experiences that can leave individuals feeling a whirlwind of emotions. The end of a relationship can trigger a profound sense of loss, leading to feelings of confusion, sadness, and self-doubt. Many people find themselves questioning their worth and wondering what went wrong, which can create a cycle of negative thoughts that is difficult to escape. This emotional turmoil is a common reaction, as the bonds formed during a relationship can be deeply ingrained in our identities. The confusion that follows a breakup can be overwhelming, making it hard to see a clear path forward. However, it is essential to recognize that these feelings, while painful, are a natural part of the healing process. Amidst the heartache, there lies a significant opportunity for personal transformation and growth. Breakups can serve as pivotal moments in our lives, prompting us to reflect on our values, desires, and the lessons learned from the relationship. This period of introspection can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and what we truly want in future relationships. Embracing this time for self-discovery can help individuals emerge stronger and more resilient. It is crucial to shift the narrative from viewing a breakup solely as a loss to recognizing it as a chance for renewal and self-improvement. As we navigate through the emotional landscape of a breakup, it is vital to set the stage for actionable strategies that can facilitate this transformation. Turning a breakup into a comeback requires a proactive approach. This might involve setting new personal goals, engaging in self-care practices, or seeking support from friends and family. Establishing a routine that prioritizes mental and emotional well-being can help individuals regain their footing. Additionally, exploring new hobbies or interests can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. By focusing on personal growth and embracing the lessons learned, individuals can not only heal from their breakup, but also emerge with a renewed sense of self and a clearer vision for their future. Ultimately, the journey through heartbreak can lead to profound personal development, setting the stage for healthier relationships ahead. The immediate emotional effects of a breakup can be overwhelming, often leaving individuals grappling with intense feelings of loss, confusion, and desperation. When a relationship ends, it can feel as though a significant part of one's life has been abruptly taken away, leading to a profound sense of emptiness. This loss can manifest in various ways, including sadness, anger, and even relief, creating a complex emotional landscape that can be difficult to navigate. Confusion often accompanies these feelings, as individuals may struggle to comprehend the reasons behind the breakup or question their own worth. This emotional turmoil can lead to a sense of desperation, where one might feel compelled to seek closure or answers that may not be readily available. It is crucial to acknowledge that these emotions are a natural part of the healing process. Experiencing such a wide range of feelings is not only normal, but also an essential step toward recovery. Recognizing and validating these emotions can help individuals understand that they are not alone in their struggles. Many people go through similar experiences, and accepting this reality can foster a sense of connection and support. It is important to allow oneself to feel these emotions fully, rather than suppressing or ignoring them. By doing so, individuals can begin to process their feelings and move toward healing. Encouraging viewers to reflect on their emotions is vital in this journey. Taking the time to journal, meditate, or simply sit with one's thoughts can provide clarity and insight into the emotional aftermath of a breakup. Understanding that healing takes time is equally important. It is not a linear process, and everyone's timeline is different. Some days may feel more manageable than others, and that's perfectly okay. Patience with oneself is key, as rushing the healing process can lead to unresolved feelings and prolonged pain. Ultimately, embracing the emotional effects of a breakup, recognizing them as part of the healing journey, and allowing oneself the time to heal can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of one's needs and desires. By reflecting on these feelings, individuals can pave the way for a healthier emotional state and a brighter future. The mindset shift. The concept of going no contact after a breakup is a strategy that many individuals find beneficial for their emotional healing. This approach involves cutting off all forms of communication with an ex-partner, which can be a challenging yet necessary step. One of the primary reasons for adopting a no-contact rule is that reaching out to an ex can often be counterproductive. In the aftermath of a breakup, emotions are running high and attempts to reconnect can lead to misunderstandings, further conflict, or even resentment. When one partner reaches out, it may inadvertently push the other further away, reinforcing the decision to end the relationship. This cycle of reaching out and being met with silence or rejection can exacerbate feelings of hurt and confusion, making it harder to move on. During this period of no contact, it is crucial for individuals to focus on self-care and personal growth. This time can be seen as an opportunity to rediscover oneself outside of the relationship. Engaging in activities that bring joy, pursuing hobbies, or spending time with supportive friends and family can help individuals regain a sense of identity and purpose. Prioritizing self-care can also involve setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and nurturing one's mental and emotional well-being. By redirecting energy toward personal development, individuals can emerge from the breakup stronger and more self-aware. Moreover, creating space through a no-contact approach has significant psychological benefits. Allowing emotions to settle can lead to greater clarity and understanding of the relationship dynamics. In the heat of the moment, it can be challenging to process feelings objectively. By stepping back, individuals can reflect on what they truly want and need in future relationships. This distance can also facilitate emotional healing, as it provides the necessary time to grieve the loss without the added complication of ongoing interactions. Ultimately, going no contact can serve as a powerful tool for healing and self-discovery. It allows individuals to break free from the emotional turmoil of the breakup and focus on their own journey. By embracing this period of solitude, individuals can cultivate resilience and prepare themselves for healthier relationships in the future. The path to healing may be difficult, but the rewards of personal growth and emotional clarity are well worth the effort. The gift of self-reflection. A breakup, while often painful, can serve as a powerful catalyst for self-growth and transformation. It presents a unique opportunity to reflect on one's life and make meaningful changes that can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling future. One of the most practical ways to harness this opportunity is by focusing on physical health. Engaging in regular exercise not only boosts endorphins, which can improve mood, but also enhances overall well-being. Whether it's joining a gym, taking up running, or practicing yoga, finding an activity that resonates can be incredibly beneficial. Additionally, paying attention to nutrition is crucial. Eating well can provide the energy and mental clarity needed to navigate this challenging time. Preparing healthy meals and exploring new recipes can also be a fun and rewarding way to take care of oneself. The opportunity to upgrade. Beyond physical health, a breakup is an ideal time to explore new hobbies and interests that contribute to personal development. Engaging in activities that spark joy or curiosity can help fill the void left by the relationship. This could involve taking a class in something you've always wanted to learn, such as painting, dancing, or cooking. Volunteering for a cause you're passionate about can also provide a sense of purpose and connection to the community. These new experiences not only serve as a distraction but also foster personal growth and self-discovery, allowing individuals to uncover hidden talents and passions. Moreover, a breakup offers a valuable chance to reassess personal values and what one seeks in future relationships. Reflecting on past experiences can provide insights into what worked and what didn't, helping to clarify essential qualities in a partner. This period of introspection can lead to a deeper understanding of one's needs and desires, ultimately paving the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. Encouraging viewers to embrace this time for self-growth is vital. By focusing on physical health, exploring new interests, and reassessing values, individuals can transform their heartbreak into a powerful journey of self-improvement. The lessons learned during this period can lead to greater resilience and a clearer vision of what they want moving forward. Ultimately, using a breakup as an opportunity for self-growth can result in a stronger, more empowered version of oneself, ready to embrace new possibilities. Changing one's perspective on breakups is crucial for emotional healing and personal growth. Instead of viewing a breakup solely as a loss, it can be incredibly beneficial to see it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. This shift in mindset allows individuals to reframe their experiences, focusing on the lessons learned rather than the pain endured. Breakups can serve as pivotal moments that prompt reflection on what truly matters in life and relationships. By embracing this perspective, individuals can transform their heartbreak into a powerful catalyst for positive change. Freedom to redefine your standards. Central to this transformation is the importance of self-love and recognizing one's worth after a breakup. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt and negative self-talk following the end of a relationship. However, it's essential to remember that a breakup does not define one's value. Taking the time to practice self-love, whether through affirmations, self-care routines, or simply acknowledging personal achievements, can help rebuild confidence and foster a healthier self-image. Recognizing one's worth is a vital step in the healing process, as it lays the foundation for future relationships. When individuals understand and appreciate their value, they are more likely to seek out partners who respect and cherish them. Moreover, personal transformation that occurs after a breakup can lead to healthier future relationships. The time spent reflecting on past experiences allows individuals to identify patterns and behaviors that may have contributed to the relationship's challenges. This newfound awareness can empower individuals to make more informed choices in future partnerships. By understanding what they truly want and need, they can set healthier boundaries and cultivate relationships that align with their values and aspirations. Encouraging viewers to embrace this shift in perspective is vital. Breakups can be painful, but they also offer a unique opportunity for growth, self-love, and transformation. By viewing these experiences as stepping stones rather than setbacks, individuals can emerge stronger and more resilient. The journey of self-discovery that follows a breakup can lead to profound personal development, ultimately paving the way for more fulfilling and meaningful connections in the future. Embracing this perspective not only aids in healing, but also enriches one's life, fostering a deeper understanding of oneself and what one seeks in love. The hidden power. Cultivating an air of mystery while building confidence can be a transformative approach following a breakup. One effective way to achieve this is by engaging in new activities that not only surprise your ex, but also surprise yourself. Trying out new hobbies, taking classes, or exploring interests that you've always wanted to pursue can create an intriguing persona. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or even traveling to a new destination, these experiences can add depth to your character and make you more interesting. This newfound enthusiasm for life can also serve as a reminder to your ex of the vibrant person they were drawn to in the first place. Moreover, genuine confidence stems from self-improvement and personal growth. It's essential to focus on becoming the best version of yourself, both physically and mentally. This might involve setting fitness goals, adopting healthier eating habits, or dedicating time to personal development through reading or attending workshops. As you invest in yourself, you'll naturally begin to feel more confident. This confidence is not just about outward appearances, it's about cultivating a sense of self-worth that radiates from within. When you genuinely believe in your abilities and value, it shows in your demeanor and interactions with others. The comeback strategy. Confidence is undeniably attractive, and it can rekindle interest from an ex. When you exude self-assurance, it can create a magnetic pull that draws others in. Your ex may begin to see you in a new light, recognizing the growth and transformation you've undergone. This shift in perception can lead to renewed interest, as they may find themselves intrigued by the confident, mysterious person you've become. Encouraging viewers to embrace this journey of self-discovery and confidence building is vital. By engaging in new activities and focusing on self-improvement, individuals can cultivate an air of mystery that not only enhances their attractiveness but also enriches their lives. This process is not solely about winning back an ex, it's about fostering a deeper connection with oneself. Ultimately, the journey of self-growth can lead to healthier relationships, whether with an ex or new partners, as individuals learn to embrace their worth and present their most authentic selves. Confidence, coupled with a sense of mystery, can open doors to new possibilities and experiences, making life more fulfilling and exciting. The lessons you'll learn. Moving on from a breakup is a deeply personal journey that requires time, reflection, and a commitment to letting go of past pain and lingering what-ifs. One of the most significant steps in this process is acknowledging the emotions tied to the relationship and allowing oneself to grieve. It's essential to confront feelings of sadness, anger, or regret rather than suppressing them. However, clinging to these emotions can hinder progress. Emphasizing the importance of letting go is crucial. It frees individuals from the emotional weight that can hold them back. By releasing the past, you create space for new experiences and opportunities to enter your life. Encouraging viewers to focus on their own happiness and future rather than fixating on their ex is vital for genuine healing. This shift in focus can be transformative. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or what could have been, individuals should redirect their energy towards self-care and personal fulfillment. Engaging in activities that bring joy, pursuing new interests, and surrounding oneself with supportive friends can foster a sense of empowerment. By prioritizing personal happiness, individuals can cultivate a positive mindset that encourages growth and resilience. True moving on often leads to unexpected opportunities and personal growth. When individuals let go of the past and embrace the present, they open themselves up to new experiences that can enrich their lives. This might mean exploring new career paths, forming new friendships, or even discovering new passions. The process of moving on can serve as a catalyst for self-discovery, allowing individuals to learn more about themselves and what they truly want in life. Moreover, as individuals grow and evolve, they may find that they attract healthier relationships in the future. The lessons learned from past experiences can provide valuable insights into what one seeks in a partner, leading to more fulfilling connections. Ultimately, moving on from a breakup is not just about leaving the past behind, it's about embracing the future with an open heart and mind. By letting go of past pain, focusing on personal happiness, and remaining open to new opportunities, individuals can embark on a journey of self-growth that leads to a richer, more fulfilling life. This process may be challenging, but the rewards of personal transformation and newfound joy are well worth the effort. As we wrap up our discussion on navigating the aftermath of a breakup, it's essential to recap some key points that can significantly aid in your healing journey. First and foremost, self-care is paramount. Prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being allows you to process your feelings and regain a sense of balance. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, practicing mindfulness, and nurturing your physical health can create a solid foundation for recovery. Remember, taking care of yourself is not just a luxury, it's a necessity during this challenging time. Another critical aspect we discussed is the concept of going no contact. This strategy can provide the necessary space to heal and reflect without the emotional turmoil that often accompanies ongoing communication with an ex. By creating this distance, you allow yourself to focus on personal growth and self-discovery, which are vital for moving forward. It's important to recognize that this time apart can lead to greater clarity and understanding of what you truly want in future relationships. Personal growth is the final piece of this puzzle. Embracing the lessons learned from your past relationship can transform your perspective and empower you to become a stronger, more resilient individual. Engaging in new activities, exploring interests, and investing in self-improvement can lead to unexpected opportunities and a renewed sense of purpose. This journey of self-discovery not only enhances your confidence, but also prepares you for healthier relationships in the future. Now, I encourage you to take actionable steps toward your own comeback journey. Whether it's setting personal goals, trying out a new hobby, or simply taking time for self-reflection, every small step counts. Remember, healing is a process, and it's okay to take it one day at a time. If you found this content helpful, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal development and growth. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might benefit from these discussions. Your engagement helps us create more valuable content and build a supportive community focused on empowerment and self-improvement. So, what do you think about? Who has the harder role in saying goodbye, men or women? The end of a relationship is never easy, and the person who decides to say the words, "we need to break up," often faces a unique emotional burden. But which is more daunting, when a man says goodbye, or when a woman does? While both sides experience the weight of ending a relationship, societal expectations, emotional tendencies, and psychological dynamics often make the experience differ between men and women. Breaking up, no matter who initiates it, can leave scars, but the fears and consequences can feel more severe depending on the role each person plays. For men, saying the words "it's over" can be particularly frightening because of societal conditioning. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions and present a strong, stoic image, even in vulnerable situations. Breaking up requires a man to acknowledge not just his feelings but also the fact that the relationship has failed to meet expectations. Admitting this failure, whether to himself, his partner, or friends, can be uncomfortable and challenging. Men might also fear being labelled as the bad guy for ending things, particularly if the woman did not see the breakup coming. They worry about hurting their partner and being perceived as heartless or insensitive. This fear can sometimes lead men to stay in relationships far longer than they should, avoiding confrontation and prolonging an unhealthy dynamic. On the other hand, when a woman initiates a breakup, the emotional weight can be just as heavy, but for different reasons. Women are often perceived as the nurturers in relationships, the ones who provide emotional support and stability. Because of this, society may judge a woman more harshly for giving up on the relationship, even if she has valid reasons for ending it. Women may fear being seen as selfish or cold, especially if the man is emotionally attached or struggling with the breakup. This guilt can feel overwhelming, particularly if she has spent time trying to fix the relationship before finally deciding to walk away. Women also face an emotional complexity. Ending a relationship doesn't necessarily mean they no longer care. In fact, the decision to break up often comes after significant thought, making the act of walking away even harder. What's particularly interesting is that psychologically, the initiator of a breakup often feels more anxiety leading up to the decision, while the person being broken up with faces more intense emotions afterward. This dynamic holds true for both men and women. The fear of hurting someone you once loved is universal, regardless of gender. However, women tend to verbalize and process their emotions more openly, which might help them deal with the aftermath of their decision. Men, on the other hand, may struggle to express how they feel, which can lead to delayed emotional processing and unresolved pain. Ultimately, the fear of initiating a breakup stems from the weight of responsibility and the uncertainty of the consequences. Will the other person take it well? Will they lash out, beg to stay, or shut down completely? These unknowns can make the act of breaking up feel terrifying for both men and women. Yet, it's important to remember that ending a relationship, when done for the right reasons, can be an act of courage and kindness. Staying in a relationship out of fear or guilt only prolongs the pain for both individuals. In conclusion, whether it's a man or a woman who says goodbye first, the experience carries its own unique fears and challenges. For men, the fear of appearing weak or hurting their partner can be paralyzing. For women, societal judgment and emotional guilt can weigh heavily on their decision. Ultimately, the act of ending a relationship requires honesty, self-awareness, and the strength to prioritize long-term happiness over short-term discomfort. While saying goodbye is never easy, it can often be the necessary first step toward personal growth and healthier relationships in the future. Is breaking up truly the end, and can you win her back? A breakup often feels like the end of the road. The emotional pain, the feeling of loss, and the silence that follows can make it seem as though all hope is lost. However, a breakup doesn't always have to mean the relationship is over for good. In many cases, it can act as a temporary separation or even a wake-up call that allows both individuals to reflect, grow, and reconsider their future together. Whether you can win her back depends on the circumstances surrounding the breakup and your ability to take the right steps afterward. First, it's important to understand that breakups happen for a reason. Whether it's due to miscommunication, unresolved conflict, a loss of connection, or mistakes made by one or both parties, the breakup reflects problems that need to be addressed. To have any chance of rekindling the relationship, you need to take an honest look at what went wrong. Was it a lack of effort, trust issues, or emotional distance. Recognizing these problems is the first step toward change. If you can pinpoint the reasons behind the breakup, you can begin to work on improving yourself and demonstrating that you're capable of making the relationship stronger. The time immediately following a breakup is critical. One of the most effective strategies is to give her space by going no contact. While it may be tempting to chase after her or plead for a second chance, this approach often pushes her further away. By giving her room to process her emotions and reflect on the relationship, you not only show maturity, but also create an opportunity for her to miss you. Distance can remind her of the positive aspects of your relationship and allow her to see the changes you're making from afar. During this time, focus on self-improvement. Women are attracted to men who are confident, purposeful, and constantly evolving. Use this period to work on yourself, whether it's improving your physical health, pursuing new interests, or addressing personal weaknesses. Becoming a better version of yourself doesn't just increase the likelihood of winning her back, it also ensures that you're growing as an individual. A breakup can be the push you need to redefine your goals, build confidence, and create a life you're proud of. If and when you re-establish contact, it's important to approach the situation with emotional maturity and authenticity. Instead of immediately asking for another chance, focus on rebuilding trust and rapport. Show her, through actions, not words, that you've changed and are capable of addressing the issues that led to the breakup. Be patient and listen to her perspective. Rushing the process can undo any progress you've made. If she sees genuine growth and feels that the connection between you still exists, she may open the door to reconciliation. That said, it's crucial to accept that not all relationships are meant to be rekindled. If she decides to move on, respect her choice and take comfort in knowing you did everything you could. The pain of a breakup can lead to growth, healing, and better opportunities ahead. In conclusion, a breakup doesn't always signify the end, but whether you can win her back depends on your willingness to reflect, grow, and give her the space to reconsider. By focusing on self-improvement and approaching the situation with honesty and patience, you create the best possible chance for reconciliation. If it's meant to be, the relationship will come back stronger than before. If not, you'll emerge as a better, more resilient version of yourself, ready for the future. While navigating the aftermath of a breakup can be overwhelming, it's also an opportunity to reflect, grow, and understand the dynamics of attraction. If you're wondering whether you can rekindle the connection, the answer often lies in understanding human psychology. By learning the right strategies and subtle mind tricks, you can reignite her interest and remind her of the bond you once shared. In this next section, we'll explore powerful psychological techniques to make your woman reconsider the breakup and come back to you. These insights will help you shift the dynamic and rebuild the connection you thought was lost. Number 1. Giving her space. It's understandable to feel apprehensive about giving a woman space. It can seem like a gamble. While there's a chance she might not return, it's highly likely she will. Women often express a need for space, but then feel uneasy when men actually provide it. Balancing this delicate situation involves acknowledging the potential risks and rewards. Distance could lead to a breakup, yet space might also strengthen the bond. Understanding the psychology of space is key. It's not about withdrawing, but about supporting individual growth. Even when requesting space, people often experience discomfort with actual solitude due to the human need for connection. Giving space effectively involves being emotionally present without being physically overwhelming, respecting her boundaries while reassuring her of your commitment. Furthermore, providing space can improve interactions upon reuniting. It allows for a fresh perspective. Time apart can lead to focusing on positive aspects, resulting in more meaningful conversations and interactions. Give space confidently, not manipulatively. View it as a gesture of emotional generosity, trusting it will benefit the relationship. Practically, this means allowing her to initiate contact and respecting her pace. Resist rushing the reunion. Let her return willingly, not feeling pressured. Effective space isn't about distance, but about developing a healthy dynamic where both individuals feel free to grow while remaining connected. True connection survives separation. Number 2. Evoking jealousy. Jealousy is a powerful emotion in relationships, capable of influencing someone's actions regarding their romantic interests. When trying to rekindle a relationship, sparking jealousy can be a strategic move, subtly reminding your ex of your value. Jealousy stems from possessiveness and fear of loss. Seeing a former partner attracting attention or appearing happy with someone else can trigger these feelings. The intention isn't to inflict pain, but to highlight your desirability and worth, reminding her she might have made a hasty decision. Evoking jealousy requires tact. It's not about overtly displaying new relationships, but about projecting an aura of happiness and success. Observing you enjoying life, looking good, or progressing in your career can prompt her to question her choice to leave. Controlled aloofness can further pique her interest if she initiates contact. Instead of immediate availability, suggest pre-existing plans, indicating a full life. This makes time spent with you seem more valuable. Caution is crucial. The aim is to prompt reconsideration, not push her away. The ultimate goal is reigniting interest, not creating resentment. Evoking jealousy is a delicate but potentially effective strategy. It utilizes a fundamental emotion to remind her of your value and shared experiences. Used wisely, it can be a powerful tool for rekindling a relationship, but genuine connection and mutual respect remain paramount. Number 3. Psychological resistance. Using reverse psychology to reignite romantic interest relies on the human need for autonomy. When used carefully, it can encourage someone to reevaluate their feelings and choices regarding a past relationship. This strategy involves implying that you might not have been the ideal partner, suggesting she could find someone better. For instance, saying, "I was never really the right person for you. Go find someone who truly excites and cares for you." Subtly challenges her decision to end the relationship. This can trigger a need to assert her autonomy and demonstrate that she does want to be with you. This tactic's effectiveness comes from its ability to tap into the human tendency to resist suggestions, similar to a child wanting what they're told they don't want. This reverse psychology can lead to her re-evaluating the relationship and your compatibility, potentially seeing things differently. It can also provoke a reaction to reclaim control, particularly if she feels challenged by the suggestion she could do better. However, caution and respect are vital. The goal is to encourage reflection, not manipulation. Mishandling this approach can lead to resentment. Therefore, while potentially effective, use it sparingly and with the intent of fostering genuine communication. Ultimately, implying she could do better should be about helping her rediscover the value of your relationship through self-reflection. It's about initiating a thought process that leads her to independently conclude that reconciliation might be worthwhile. Sincerity and integrity are essential, ensuring any reconciliation attempts are grounded in mutual respect and genuine affection. Number 4. Fear of loss. Imagine if Cinderella decided not to drop her glass slipper. Would Prince Charming ever have realized what he was missing? Like a well-played chess move, showing that life without her is not only bearable but flourishing, can be a checkmate in the game of love. By demonstrating that you're the main character in your life story, thriving and admired by others, you invoke a powerful realization. She might just lose someone truly exceptional. Let's paint a picture. You're out there, living your best life. You're at charity events. You're the toast of your social circle. Your career is on an upswing. All eyes on you. Your social media? A gallery of adventures and achievements. Here's the kicker. You're not just showing off, you're genuinely building a life that anyone, including her, would regret not being part of. You've become the lead actor in a blockbuster life that everyone wants a ticket to. It's not about making her green with envy, but about turning the spotlight on how valuable and desirable you are. It's showing, not telling. Think of it as being the guy who's got VIP passes to every exclusive event. Suddenly, everyone's interested, right? Your aim is to weave a narrative so compelling that she starts to question her exit strategy. Did she leave too soon? What incredible episodes will she miss out on? To master this, you don't need to be James Bond, but you do need to channel some of his charisma and mystery. Be the man who's booked and busy, whose time is a precious commodity. When she calls and you say, "I'd love to catch up, but I've got this incredible event I can't miss," you're subtly hinting that your world is vibrant, full of opportunities and, importantly, other admirers. But here's the twist. You must keep it classy, and respectful. This isn't about playing games or emotional manipulation. It's about letting her see the natural consequences of her decision through the lens of your fulfilled life. It's about being so good they can't ignore you. In essence, let your life do the talking. Be so good, so involved, so irreplaceably vibrant that the fear of loss becomes not just a whisper but a roar in her mind. Remember, people cherish tickets to a sold-out show. Make sure she sees that life with you is just that, a show not to be missed. Number 5. Rekindling past connections. Ever wonder if your romantic sequel could be as heartwarming as the comeback of vinyl records? It's time to dust off those old records and play the soundtrack of your shared past, tuning into the hits, not the misses, of your relationship. Bringing up those golden memories might just be the ticket to a successful encore. Picture this. You two laughing until your sides hurt under the starlit sky of your first camping trip, or the time you both tried, and spectacularly failed, to bake a souffle. These aren't just memories, they're the private jokes of your relationship. Mentioning these moments acts like your greatest hits album, reminding her of the unique melodies you created together. It's about hitting the play button on those laugh-out-loud moments and feeling the warmth of familiar tunes. Now, don't just skim through the playlist. Dive deep into those blockbuster adventures and epic laugh fests. Talk about that spontaneous road trip where you discovered a town out of a storybook, or those challenge-accepted moments when you both ran your first 5 kilometer. These stories are your crowd pleasers, showing her that the best parts of your show are worth a rerun. People appreciate growth and maturity. Show her that the time apart has made you a better, more insightful person. Perhaps you've picked up new skills, developed new hobbies, or simply grown more emotionally mature. Letting her know that you've evolved demonstrates your awareness of past issues and your commitment to personal improvement. This reassurance can be crucial for her willingness to reconsider things, as it alleviates fears of falling back into old patterns. None of the above strategies will be effective without sincerity. Your attempts to reconnect must come from a place of genuine interest and care, not just a desire to win her back for the sake of it. Communicate openly about your feelings, regrets, and hopes for the future. Sincerity in your words and actions will convey that your interest in rekindling the relationship is honest and deep. Rekindling past connections is about more than just reigniting old feelings. It's about creating a new path forward that honors the best parts of your past and the growth you've achieved separately. It's about showing her that the narrative you once shared still holds unfinished chapters that might be worth exploring together. With patience, reflection, and heartfelt communication, the past you cherished can pave the way for a new beginning. Number 6. Be friends with her friends. Girls often seek the opinions of their friends and family when it comes to relationships. It's commonly said that if you can win over her friends and family, you're already 50% of the way to earning her approval. If a girl is being slightly distant from you, becoming friends with her friends can bring her closer. She will love that you are making an effort, and it will also make her interested in you. Imagine stepping into a party where everyone's a familiar face to her but new to you. Instead of sticking to her side like a postage stamp, venture out. Engage her friends in a light, humorous conversation. Think of yourself as the friendly new neighbor everyone is curious about. It's about making connections that could form a fan club, not just for her, but for Team You plus her. It's these little interactions that show her friends the cool guy she's always talking about. And remember, puns can be your best friend here. Nothing breaks the ice like a little well-done humor at a barbecue. Let's clear this up. Being in the friend zone isn't always a bad thing, especially when it's her friends we're talking about. Show that you value their opinions and enjoy their company. It's like getting good reviews on Yelp. It builds your credibility. But here's the kicker. Keep it classy. You're aiming to be the guest star everyone loves, not the main character in a soap opera. The truth is, when you're not around, her friends are probably going to talk about you. Make sure what they're saying could make headlines for all the right reasons. Be the guy they root for in her love story, the hero who deserves a sequel, not a cliffhanger. When the two of you have an argument, Reaching out to her closest friends and family can be a very effective method. You can find out how she's doing, whether she's still angry or has calmed down, and assess the likelihood of a successful reconciliation if you approach her again. Her friends might even serve as a bridge to help mend your relationship. So, after you've schmoozed and charmed, when she comes back with those drinks, you might find her slipping her hand in yours a little more firmly, staking her claim. It's her way of saying, "Yep, he's with me." And while she knows her friends wouldn't dream of stealing you away, it's that instinctual, playful protectiveness that says you've done something right. In conclusion, integrating into her social network isn't just playing it smart, it's playing it right. It strengthens bonds, creates shared experiences, and hey, who doesn't want a partner who can be the life of the party and the soulmate? So next time you're mingling with her friends, remember, you're not just building bridges, you're launching a full-scale charm offensive. Number 7. Be unpredictable. If you're pondering how to spark a reconnection with your ex, embracing the art of unpredictability might just be your secret weapon. Picture this: your relationship as a favorite book that she thinks she knows by heart. Now imagine introducing an unexpected chapter that captivates her anew, making her question what she thought she knew and eager to read more. Say goodbye to the old routines that might have painted your past relationship in a predictable hue. Instead of replaying the greatest hits, why not surprise her with something completely different? For instance, if your dates had become as predictable as Tuesday tacos, shake things up. Invite her to a midnight market, an impromptu dance class, or a spontaneous road trip to a mysterious destination. These fresh experiences disrupt the mundane narrative and show her a new side of you that she hasn't yet discovered. Unpredictability isn't just about what you do, but also how you engage. If she's used to certain reactions from you during discussions, change the script. Approach sensitive topics with a new level of depth or understanding, or bring up subjects you've never discussed before. This shows her that you're not only different, but that you've grown. It's like showing her a preview of a new season in what she might have thought was a concluded series. While you're reaching out and re-engaging with her, keep a bit of mystique about your own life. Let her know you're pursuing new interests or have picked up new hobbies since you're split. This not only makes you more appealing, but also subtly hints that there's much about your new life she has yet to discover. It's intriguing and invites her to want to be part of your evolving story. Even as you seek to win her back, balancing how often you reach out is key. Too much contact can seem desperate, but sprinkling your interactions with unexpected messages or calls can spark curiosity and anticipation. Let her wonder when she'll hear from you next, and make each interaction count by being engaging, upbeat, and interesting. By strategically using unpredictability, you transform from a known entity into a thrilling mystery she is compelled to solve. It's about reminding her that the story of us has more twists and turns, potentially leading to a new and exciting plotline together. Just like a book she can't put down, becoming an engaging, evolving presence in her life can reignite her interest and maybe, just maybe, turn the page back to a chapter where you both star. Interesting, isn't it? What impressed you the most from the points mentioned? But don't switch channels just yet, because we still have something that will amaze you. We'll keep surprising you right up until the very last moments of this video. Number 8. Direct approach. When the goal is to rekindle a past flame, sometimes the most effective strategy is the direct approach. No frills, no detours, just heartfelt, straightforward communication. It's about reaching out with sincerity and a clear intent, much like pressing the reset button with awareness and maturity. Don't hide behind vague texts or social media interactions. Instead, pick up the phone or send a personal message. Start with something simple and sincere. You might say, "I've been thinking about our time together and would love to catch up. Are you open to that?" This directness shows confidence and respect for both her and the relationship you once shared. It's crucial to confront the elephant in the room, the reasons behind your breakup. By addressing these issues openly, you show that you're not only aware of what went wrong, but are also taking responsibility where needed. This could be as straightforward as saying, I've had time to think about how things ended between us, and I realize where I could have been better. I'm sorry for the pain caused. This kind of honesty can set a solid foundation for whatever comes next. Let's plan a meetup. Suggest a neutral yet meaningful setting for your meetup. Maybe it's the coffee shop where you had your first date, or a park where you spent many lazy Sunday afternoons. Returning to these places can help strip away the layers of the time spent apart, bringing you back to where it all felt right. Say, how about we meet there? It always had a special vibe for us. Clarity is king. Let her know why you're reaching out. Whether it's for closure, reconciliation, or simply to apologize and clear the air, being upfront can prevent misunderstandings. You could frame it like, I want to meet because I value what we had and think we could at least be great friends, if not more. I just wanted to be honest about my feelings. When you do meet, focus on listening more than speaking. This shows that you're not just there to express your feelings, but are also interested in hers. Active listening can demonstrate your growth and readiness to engage with her genuinely, not just relive the past. Finally, be ready to accept her response, whatever it may be. Respect her boundaries. If she isn't interested in rekindling anything, respect her decision and thank her for her honesty. Expressing, I appreciate you meeting me and sharing how you feel, and I'll respect your wishes, underlines your maturity and respect for her autonomy. Using the direct approach in rekindling a past connection shows maturity, respect, and a genuine desire for resolution or renewal. It strips away the games and uncertainties, focusing instead on building a bridge, whether to cross back to each other or to move on with mutual respect. Number 9. Persistence that wins her over. Winning back a heart isn't about grand gestures performed once in a blue moon. It's about the slow, steady warmth of a sunrise, consistent and gentle. If you're aiming to soften her heart and rekindle what once was, consider persistence not as mere repetition, but as a demonstration of sincere commitment. Consistency is your secret weapon. Like a gardener tending to a favorite plant, regularly check in on her, send thoughtful messages, and express genuine interest in her well-being. This isn't about smothering her with attention, but showing that your care isn't seasonal. It's perennial. Over time, these consistent actions can turn frosty memories into warm thoughts of what might be again. Never underestimate the power of a small, thoughtful gesture. Whether it's a handwritten note slipped into her favorite book you return, or a playlist of songs that soundtrack your happiest days together, these tokens of affection are like soft whispers from the past, reminding her of joyful moments shared. Patience is key. Patience is not simply waiting, it's maintaining grace in the pause. Understand that rekindling feelings and repairing trust takes time. Display patience not just through words but through actions. Let her see that you're not in a rush, that your interest in her isn't tied to timelines or expectations. Actions speak louder than promises. Let her see the ways you've grown since you were last together. Maybe you've tackled old bad habits or developed new, positive ones. This visible change can be incredibly persuasive, showing her that your journey apart has prepared you for a better journey together. Support her when she's facing challenges, without any expectations of reciprocation. Being a reliable presence during tough times can demonstrate your commitment and care beyond romantic interests. While persistence is key, respecting her space is crucial. This shows that your attention is not about possession, but about genuine connection. Find that delicate balance between being present in her life and giving her the room to breathe and miss you. If past mistakes are part of the landscape, address them with genuine apologies. Acknowledge what went wrong and express your regret in a way that feels meaningful. Apologies can bridge divides, mend old wounds, and show maturity. Occasionally, suggest doing something that you both loved in the past. Whether it's visiting that quaint coffee shop downtown or taking a hike where you once watched a meteor shower, revisiting these happy places can reignite old sparks. Through these persistent yet respectful efforts, you can gently remind her of the deep connections you once shared. Each step, taken with intention and care, can help weave a new tapestry from old threads. possibly leading to a renewed relationship built on a deeper, more mature foundation. And there you have it, gentlemen, your masterclass on using psychological tricks to not just make her consider coming back, but to create a connection that's deeper and more resilient than ever before. Remember, it's not about manipulation. It's about understanding her desires and fulfilling them in a way that resonates with her heart and mind. We've covered everything from sparking her curiosity with unpredictability to rekindling old flames by engaging with her social circle. The key is consistency, respect, and genuine growth, qualities that transform you into the partner she's truly seeking. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that turns the art of attraction into an exact science. Share this video with friends who might also benefit from these strategies, and drop a comment below to let us know which technique you're planning to try first. Remember, in the game of love, being informed is your greatest advantage. Thanks for watching, and here's to your success in winning her back. 8 psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Have you ever wondered why she only realizes what truly matters after losing you? It's as if, all of a sudden, she sees the person she once disregarded in an entirely new light. The individual she once looked down on becomes someone she can't get out of her mind. This shift hits her unexpectedly, and suddenly, she finds herself longing for the past, wishing to return to those moments with you, even after uttering harsh words and dismissing your worth. Let me tell you, gentlemen, it's no coincidence. It's all part of a psychological strategy that, if used correctly, works like putting a golden circlet on her, making it nearly impossible for her to walk away from you. In this guide, I'll reveal 7 reasons why she came back after you gave her distance and the methods to ensure she comes back. Pay close attention, because not a single reason here is random or irrelevant. Each one is a key to understanding her return and how to make it happen. Stay focused and analyze every detail carefully. Visualize this. They're engaged in their daily activities, yet something feels amiss. Your customary text message remains undelivered, the familiar cadence of your speech is absent, and abruptly, their world feels somewhat chillier, somewhat more vacant. They attempt to occupy the emptiness with diversions, with other individuals, but nothing truly compares. It's during these tranquil moments of introspection that they begin to comprehend the significance of your presence. Your absence transforms into a mirror, reflecting all the instances they dismissed you, all the occasions they neglected to value you while you were readily available. Now, with your departure, this epiphany strikes them with unexpected force. As the proverb states, absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it. This quotation flawlessly encapsulates why creating distance can have such a significant effect. By establishing space, you afford them the chance to genuinely sense the weight of your absence, to acknowledge their loss, and to grasp the extent of your importance to them. It serves as a potent reminder that occasionally it's within the emptiness we generate that our genuine worth is most profoundly perceived. Therefore, my stoic companions, let us advance toward our affirmation for today. I am highly valuable. Proclaim it with conviction. Share it in the comments section. Allow them to discover that you recognize your worth, that you are no longer under their control, no longer subservient to their whims. Demonstrate to the world that you have regained your agency, that you stand resolute and unwavering in your self-worth. Excellent, my stoic comrades. Let's proceed. Now everyone, before we delve into the motivations behind their return after you've established distance, let's pause to examine a critical element. This constitutes the bedrock of everything we're about to explore, and believe me, you won't want to overlook it. Set aside any other tasks and concentrate here, as comprehending this could fundamentally alter the outcome for you. Envision having distanced yourself, retreated, and established that space. What follows? Is that sufficient? Not entirely. At the outset of this discussion, I indicated that distancing yourself serves to center your attention on yourself. That is the crux. If you believe simply departing marks the conclusion, you are mistaken. Certainly, they might begin to feel your absence, but this only transpires if a spark of affection for you already exists within their hearts. What if that ember was never present? What if they don't miss you personally, but rather the ease you provided, the function you served as their pawn? Here's the stark reality. If they treated you poorly, as a mere instrument, they didn't genuinely value you. And if they didn't value you, your absence might not impact them as you anticipate. So, what now? Is this the end of the line? Absolutely not. The explanations I'm about to present have the potential to ignite their longing for you. However, there's a caveat. These reasons will only prove effective if you fully comprehend them and permit them to guide you along the correct trajectory. This is how you kindle the flame within their hearts, how you reverse the situation. Now that you possess a clearer understanding, let us proceed to the element you've been anticipating, the reasons they'll return desiring your presence. And friends, please ensure you don't overlook a single reason, as each is essential in converting their apathy into yearning. Reason number 1. The astonishment of unforeseen personal development. Let's delve deeply into the first and perhaps most compelling reason why she may come back after you've given her distance. The shock of your unexpected transformation. This isn't just about catching her off guard. It's about redefining who you are in a way that changes how she perceives you entirely. It's a powerful shift that can leave her intrigued, surprised, and even longing for the new version of you. Imagine this scenario. You step away from someone who once treated you as an afterthought, someone who perhaps took your presence for granted. She may have thought she knew you completely, your habits, your vulnerabilities, and even your insecurities. To her, you were predictable, always there, always within her grasp. But what happens when the person she expects to return unchanged suddenly re-emerges as someone entirely different? This is where the magic of personal growth comes into play. When you use the time apart to invest in yourself, you're doing more than just creating distance. You're taking control of your narrative. You're no longer the person who relied on her validation to feel worthy. Instead, you become someone who defines their own value, someone who takes their experiences and turns them into fuel for self-improvement. And that, my friend, is a game changer. At first, she might assume your absence is temporary or that you're playing a game to get her attention. But as time passes, and she starts noticing subtle yet profound changes in you, it triggers something unexpected. The version of you she thought she understood no longer exists. Instead, she's confronted with someone new, someone more confident, composed, and most importantly, unattainable. This change catches her off guard, forcing her to see you through a new lens. Why does this surprise matter so much? It's simple. People are drawn to what they can't fully understand or control. When you evolve into someone she didn't anticipate, it disrupts her perception of you. She begins to question what else she might have overlooked about you. This sense of mystery and newfound intrigue compels her to take a closer look, perhaps for the first time, at who you truly are. But let's get practical. How do you create this level of personal growth? The key is to use your time apart intentionally. This isn't about pretending to change or putting on a facade. It's about real, meaningful transformation. Start by focusing on areas of your life that need improvement. Maybe it's your physical health, so you hit the gym regularly and adopt a healthier lifestyle. Perhaps it's your career, so you set new goals or pursue a passion project that energizes you. It could even be your emotional well-being, where you prioritize mental health, self-reflection, or mindfulness. The point is, you're not doing this to impress her or anyone else. You're doing it for yourself, to become the best version of who you are. This genuine growth is what makes the transformation so compelling. It's not superficial, it's rooted in a deeper sense of purpose and confidence. And when she sees this change, it's impossible to ignore. Picture this. Months after your last interaction, you cross paths at a social event. She expects the same old version of you, the one who was always available, always seeking her approval. Instead, she sees someone completely different. You're more confident, carrying yourself with a quiet assurance that didn't exist before. You're engaging, but not in a way that seeks her validation. You've cultivated new interests, formed new habits, and developed a sense of independence that makes you stand out. She's left wondering, when did this happen? How did I miss this? This moment of realization is powerful. It's humbling for her because it challenges the assumptions she had about you. It also forces her to confront her own role in taking you for granted. Suddenly, the person she thought she knew feels out of reach, and that creates a sense of longing and curiosity. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of personal growth. You can't control how she views you or what she does, but you can control how you grow and transform. By focusing on your own development, you create an inner strength that radiates outward. This strength is what makes you so captivating when you reappear in her life. The takeaway here is straightforward but profound. Never underestimate the power of personal growth. When you distance yourself and use that time to become the best version of yourself, you shift the dynamics entirely. You're no longer the person she once knew. You're someone who has evolved beyond her expectations. And that, my friend, is how you not only surprise her, but also leave her longing for the new, improved version of you. So, the question now is, are you ready to embrace this transformative journey? Are you willing to invest in yourself, not to prove something to her, but to prove to yourself just how incredible you can be? Because when you do, the results speak for themselves. You're no longer chasing her attention. You've become the person she can't stop thinking about. Here's where I encourage your active participation. Leave a comment below and share how you intend to astound someone with your unexpected personal development. What measures are you taking to actualize your full potential? Remember, this isn't solely about demonstrating something to others. It's about proving something to yourself. You possess the ability to change, to grow, and to become someone even you didn't anticipate. So, are you prepared to embrace this transformative journey? Are you prepared to allow your unanticipated transformation to serve as the wake-up call they never anticipated? Let's embark on this journey together. Maintain your resolve, continue growing, and observe as they return yearning for the enhanced, improved you. Number 2. The allure of self-reliance. Let's dive into the second powerful reason she may begin to desire your presence after you've established distance: the irresistible allure of self-sufficiency. This concept resonates deeply because it touches on a universal truth. People are drawn to those who radiate independence and a sense of wholeness. When you embody this self-reliance, you don't just catch her attention, you captivate her completely. Imagine this. In the past, you were the one always reaching out, initiating conversations, and ensuring everything in the relationship was running smoothly. You were heavily invested, always available, always present. But now, you've shifted your focus. Instead of pouring all your energy into her, you've redirected it inward. You've stopped seeking validation from her and have started finding it within yourself. You've become self-reliant, confident, and thriving in your own company. And let me tell you, there is nothing more magnetic than that. By embracing self-sufficiency, you send a clear message. I'm here because I choose to be, not because I need to be. This subtle yet profound mental shift makes a world of difference. It shows that your happiness, worth, and identity are no longer tied to her approval or presence. And here's the paradox. The less you need someone, the more they are drawn to you. Self-reliance becomes a gravitational force, pulling her in without you even trying. Let's consider the dynamics at play here. When you're constantly chasing someone's attention, they may start to undervalue you. It's human nature. We often take for granted what is always available. But when you step back and invest in your own growth, you create a stark contrast. You're no longer the person who waits for her calls or prioritizes her needs above your own. Instead, you're someone who thrives independently, someone who radiates confidence and contentment. This transformation forces her to see you in a completely new light. There's a certain irony in this, isn't there? The more you focus on yourself, the more attractive you become to her. It's like walking into a room with your head held high, fully confident in who you are. People notice that energy, and so does she. She begins to wonder, what's different about him? Why does he seem so grounded, so at ease? Let's bring this concept to life with an example. Picture a relationship where you were always the giver. You constantly checked in, made sure she was happy, and put her needs above your own. Now, you've chosen to step back, not out of spite, but to prioritize yourself. You start hitting the gym, picking up new hobbies, or simply enjoying your own company. You're no longer glued to your phone, waiting for her texts. You're fully engaged in living your best life. Fast forward a few weeks. Suddenly, she begins reaching out more often. She's curious about what you've been up to. She wants to know why you seem so different, so unbothered, so magnetic. What's changed? The answer is simple. You've become self-sufficient. You're flourishing independently, and that's incredibly attractive to her. This isn't about playing games or manipulating her into wanting you back. It's about genuine self-growth. When you stop relying on others for your happiness, you transform into someone people naturally gravitate toward, not out of obligation, but because of the strength you exude. As Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a reason to live for can bear with almost any how." Your why becomes your growth, your happiness, and your self-sufficiency. This purpose fuels you, and that energy is impossible to ignore. But why is self-sufficiency so appealing? Because it represents wholeness. It shows her that you're not looking for someone to complete you. You're already complete on your own. This independence is rare and valuable. It signals that your presence in her life would be a choice, not a necessity, and that distinction is profoundly attractive. Here's another layer to consider. Self-reliance doesn't mean cutting people off or building walls. It means becoming so comfortable and fulfilled in your own skin that your happiness isn't dependent on others. When you embody this mindset, your relationships naturally improve. You're no longer seeking validation or chasing approval. Instead, you're inviting people into your life for the right reasons, because they enhance your already fulfilling existence. So, how do you cultivate this self-sufficiency? Start by identifying areas where you can grow. Is it your health? Begin a workout routine or adopt healthier habits. Is it your personal interests? Explore hobbies or activities that bring you joy. Is it your mindset? Practice mindfulness or seek out opportunities for self-reflection. The key is to focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not for her, but for you. When you do this, you'll notice a shift not just in how others perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. You'll feel more confident, more grounded, and more in control of your life. And when she sees this change, she won't be able to look away. She'll be drawn to the new, self-assured you, wondering how she ever overlooked your potential. The takeaway here is simple yet profound. Self-sufficiency is not just about independence, it's about inner wholeness. When you stop seeking validation from others and find contentment within yourself, you naturally become more desirable. People, including her, will want to be around you, not because they think you need them, but because they recognize your strength and independence. So, are you ready to embrace this transformative journey? Are you prepared to prioritize your growth and become the best version of yourself? Remember, this isn't about proving anything to her. It's about proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. When you do, the results will speak for themselves. She'll come to realize that the person she once knew has evolved into someone she can't help but desire. And that, my friend, is the power of self-sufficiency. Now, friends, we've nearly reached the midpoint of our discussion. If you have any questions thus far, please share them in the comments. I am here to assist. And if everything is perfectly clear, then this video certainly deserves a thumbs up. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay informed about these valuable insights. I now request your focused attention as we transition to the subsequent portion of the discussion. Believe me, this is where the narrative truly becomes compelling. Maintain your concentration, as remaining focused is key. You've already invested your time to reach this point, so why not invest a little more and delve into the heart of our topic? This next segment is crucial, and it could be the decisive factor between comprehending what ignites their desire for your presence and missing out on transformative insights. Reason number 3. The envy of your newly discovered confidence. Let's explore the third compelling reason she might begin longing for your presence after you've created distance: the irresistible power of your newfound confidence. This transformation isn't just about self-assurance. It taps into an emotion deeply rooted in human nature: envy. But this isn't the destructive kind of envy. Instead, it's the type intertwined with admiration, the kind that sparks curiosity and compels someone to notice you in a completely new light. Picture this. You've taken time to focus on yourself, dedicating effort to personal growth. The insecurities that once held you back are fading, replaced by a quiet strength that emanates from within. You're no longer the hesitant individual who relied on external validation. Instead, you walk into a room with your head held high, comfortable in your own skin and unafraid to take up space. Let me assure you, confidence like this is captivating and even a little intimidating. When you distance yourself from someone who once took you for granted and use that time to cultivate genuine confidence, an incredible shift occurs. She begins to see you differently. She notices the way you carry yourself, the way you speak with clarity and assurance, the way you seem entirely at peace with who you are. This confidence is striking. It demands attention. And as she observes this transformation, a thought crosses her mind. How did I overlook this before? Confidence is magnetic because it signals that you no longer depend on anyone else for your sense of self-worth. You've built it from within, and that's a quality people admire and envy. Watching you thrive, she may begin comparing herself to you, wondering why she lacks that same level of assurance. This envy isn't bitter or resentful. It's the kind that inspires admiration and curiosity. She begins to desire the confidence you exude, and in turn finds herself drawn to you once more. Let's make this more tangible. Imagine a relationship where she held most of the power. She was the confident one, the decision maker, while you took a more passive role. You deferred to her preferences, avoided confrontation, and perhaps even diminished parts of yourself to keep the peace. But during your time apart, you've confronted your fears, worked on your insecurities, and grown into someone stronger. The next time she sees you, it's clear. You're no longer the person who used to shrink in her presence. You express your thoughts unapologetically, stand tall, and radiate a confidence that catches her off guard. In that moment, even if she smiles and congratulates you on your transformation, a small voice within her whispers, "I wish I had that kind of confidence." That's where the envy begins to take root. It's not a negative envy. It's a realization that you've evolved into someone admirable, someone she now aspires to be closer to. Your newfound confidence doesn't just shift how she perceives you, it also forces her to reevaluate herself. She may realize that she had grown complacent in the relationship, relying on your previous insecurities to maintain the upper hand. Now the dynamic has shifted. You've leveled the playing field. You're no longer seeking approval, instead you're standing firmly in your own worth. This change doesn't just surprise her, it intrigues her. There's a mystical quality to confidence. It has the power to reshape perceptions, alter dynamics, and ignite attraction. Confidence changes not only how others see you, but also how you see yourself. It's a transformation that's impossible to ignore. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wisely said, "Self-trust is the first secret of success." Your newfound confidence is rooted in self-trust, the understanding that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of all the good life has to offer. When you trust yourself, you no longer need anyone else's validation, and that is the foundation of true confidence. So, how does this confidence translate into her longing for your presence? It's simple. She notices that the power dynamic has shifted. You no longer need her approval or reassurance. You're charting your own path, and your independence and self-assurance are both intriguing and intimidating. She begins to envy the confidence you've cultivated, and in that envy, she finds herself drawn back to you, not because she feels needed, but because she admires what you've become. This shift is profound. She no longer sees you as someone who relied on her for strength. Instead, she sees you as someone who inspires strength in others, and that is irresistible. The takeaway is clear. Confidence is a magnet. When you build it from within, you don't just transform your life, you change the way others see you. She begins to long for the new, confident version of you because it's something she admires, envies, and deeply desires to be around. Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about trusting yourself enough to embrace your imperfections and stride boldly toward your goals. So, how are you building your confidence? What steps are you taking to become the self-assured person you aspire to be? Remember, this journey isn't about impressing her. It's about proving to yourself just how strong, capable, and confident you can become. When you do, the results are undeniable. She won't just notice your transformation, she'll be drawn to it. And that, my friend, is the power of confidence. Reason number 4. The enchantment of unpredictability. Let's explore the fourth reason she might desire your presence after you've established distance: the captivating allure of unpredictability. This is a powerful factor because it disrupts expectations, taps into curiosity, and keeps her engaged in a way that your former predictable self never could. For a long time, she believed she had you all figured out. You were reliable, consistent, and always present when she needed you. She was familiar with your routines, habits, and even how you'd respond to various situations. But now you've withdrawn, created space, and invested in your own self-improvement. Suddenly, you're no longer the open book she once thought you were. And that's when the intrigue begins. Unpredictability fascinates because it breaks the monotony. It sparks curiosity. She starts to wonder what's going on in your life, why you've changed, and what you might do next. When you were always available and consistent, there was no mystery to uncover. Now every action you take seems fresh, different, even enigmatic, and this shift compels her to pay closer attention. Humans are naturally drawn to what they can't easily anticipate or understand. It's like watching a movie with an unexpected twist. It keeps you hooked, eager for more. Relationships are no different. When you stop being predictable, she begins to wonder, what's going on with him? Why is he acting differently? What changed? This curiosity becomes magnetic, making her think about you more often and with greater intensity. Here's an example to illustrate the concept. Imagine that you were always the one to initiate plans. She became accustomed to you taking the lead, reaching out, organizing meetups, and being the one to keep the connection alive. But now you've stepped back, you're still present, but you've stopped initiating. Instead, you're focusing on your own pursuits, exploring new hobbies, meeting new people, or simply enjoying your own company. Suddenly, she notices your absence in the dynamic and starts wondering, why hasn't he called? What's he doing? This newfound uncertainty makes you more intriguing. The same actions that might have been taken for granted before now stand out. She begins to notice small changes and spends time speculating about what's going on in your world. That sense of intrigue deepens her thoughts about you and makes her more engaged than before. Unpredictability also shifts the power dynamic in your favor. When others can't anticipate your moves, they are more likely to stay invested and keep checking in to see what you'll do next. Instead of you constantly wondering about her thoughts and feelings, now she's the one curious about yours. This reversal puts you in a position of strength, where her interest and attention are naturally drawn toward you. As the philosopher Alan Watts once said, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. By embracing change and unpredictability, you're not just adapting to life, you're setting the rhythm. And she, in turn, is left striving to keep up with your moves, wondering what you'll do next. The key takeaway here is simple yet transformative. Unpredictability is captivating. By breaking free from old patterns and becoming less predictable, you create a sense of mystery and curiosity that draws her back to you. It's not about playing games, it's about genuinely evolving and allowing that evolution to be visible. When she can no longer predict your every move, she'll begin to see you in a new, more compelling light. And that intrigue might just reignite her desire for your presence. And so, how does this unpredictability translate into them desiring your presence? It's straightforward. People are drawn to what they cannot easily define. When you become unpredictable, you become interesting again. They desire to learn more, to understand the changes within you, and in doing so, they find themselves thinking about you increasingly. So, how are you embracing unpredictability in your life? What changes have you implemented that keep others guessing? Remember, being unpredictable is not about manipulation. It's about growing, evolving, and keeping life stimulating. Let's keep them on their toes and observe as they inevitably crave the new, intriguing you. Reason number 5. The recognition of their loss. Let's explore the 5th reason why they will crave your presence after you've established distance, the acknowledgement of what they have lost. This reason is particularly poignant because it centers on the moment of realization, when they finally grasp the significance you held in their lives and the extent of their loss by taking you for granted. Imagine this. You have distanced yourself, concentrated on your personal growth, and embarked upon living your best life. Meanwhile, they proceed with their routine, assuming your constant presence as before. However, as days transition into weeks a shift begins to occur. They start to notice the absence of your messages, your calls, your presence in their lives. Initially, they might dismiss it as insignificant, but gradually, it sinks in. You are no longer a constant, and their lives feel somewhat emptier without you. This realization strikes them with considerable force. Suddenly, they perceive all the small gestures you made that enriched their lives. Perhaps it was your attentive listening ear during their difficulties, your ability to evoke laughter, or your unwavering support in times of need. These are aspects they likely took for granted when you were readily available, but now, with your absence, their significance becomes strikingly apparent. Loss possesses a peculiar characteristic. Often it requires losing something to truly appreciate its value. When you were perpetually accessible, they didn't need to contemplate life without you. But now, having created distance, they are compelled to confront that reality. And in that confrontation, they begin to recognize that perhaps, just perhaps, they were mistaken to undervalue you. Consider this analogy. Have you ever misplaced a cherished possession? Perhaps a beloved piece of jewelry or a treasured keepsake? At first, you might not dwell on it, but as time passes, you increasingly feel its absence. You begin to regret not cherishing it more, not appreciating it while you possessed it. The same phenomenon occurs in relationships. When you step back, they begin to miss the value you brought into their lives, and that realization can be profound. This isn't simply about them regretting their treatment of you. It's about them comprehending the depth of their loss. They begin to revisit memories, recalling the shared joyful moments, the support you provided, and the happiness you brought into their existence. This reflective process can be enlightening and often leads to a profound sense of regret. And here's where the situation becomes interesting. Upon recognizing their loss, they begin to yearn for it. They long for the return of that feeling, that sense of connection and comfort that only you provided. However, here lies the catch. They understand they cannot simply re-enter your life as if nothing has changed. They realize they must earn their place back, that they must demonstrate their worthiness to be a part of your life again. As the saying goes, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. This encapsulates the essence of their realization. They took you for granted, and now they are facing the consequences. But within that loss, within that realization, they begin to perceive you for who you truly are. Someone who enriched their lives immeasurably, someone they should never have allowed to slip away. So, how do you anticipate the individuals in your life will react when they grasp what they have lost? Have you ever experienced someone returning after recognizing your worth? Remember, your value remains constant regardless of someone's inability to perceive it. By withdrawing, you provide them with the opportunity to recognize their loss and to understand your true worth. And that, my friends, is the moment they begin to crave your presence like never before. Reason number 6. The yearning to partake in your new chapter. Let's discuss the 6th reason why they will desire your presence after you have created distance. The longing to be a part of your new journey. This centers on the irresistible attraction they feel as they witness your evolution and growth into a stronger, more content, and more fulfilled individual. Envision this. Having stepped back and prioritized your personal development, you are no longer the person they once knew. You have been actively working on yourself, embracing new challenges, exploring new interests, and generally elevating your life. They observe this transformation from afar, and it's akin to watching a flower gradually unfold in all its splendor. They are captivated. Suddenly, you are no longer simply the person they once knew. You are someone vibrant, someone embarking on a journey that appears incredibly enriching. This is where the narrative becomes intriguing. As they observe your progress, a shift occurs within them. They begin to recognize that they are missing out. They witness the positive changes you are undergoing, the new experiences you are embracing, and they develop a desire to be a part of this new chapter in your life. It's similar to being excluded from a remarkable adventure in which everyone else is participating. And let's be frank, no one enjoys feeling left out. This desire transcends merely reconnecting. It's about wanting to be involved in something exhilarating and novel. Your growth, your journey, becomes something they yearn to participate in. They begin contemplating how they could fit into this new version of your life, how they could share in your achievements and be present for your future endeavors. However, there's a caveat. They understand that they cannot simply re-enter your life as if nothing has transpired. They recognize that you have progressed, and if they wish to be a part of your new journey, they must bring something valuable to the table. This realization motivates them to enhance their own lives, to strive for betterment, to align with the new, improved version of you. So, what will your new journey entail? How are you evolving and growing? Share your thoughts in the comments below, describing the new paths you are exploring. Remember, by focusing on your own journey, you cultivate a life that others will naturally desire to be a part of. And that is when they will begin to long for your presence, not because of who you were, but because of who you are becoming. Reason number 7, the apprehension of losing you to another. Let's delve into the final reason why they will begin craving your presence after you have established distance: the fear of losing you to someone else. This reason is particularly potent because it stems from a primal emotion: fear. Specifically, the fear that another individual will recognize and appreciate the incredible value you possess that they previously took for granted. Imagine this. You have withdrawn, concentrated on yourself, and begun to flourish. You radiate confidence, self-reliance, and the excitement of new experiences. They witness this transformation, and suddenly it strikes them. What if someone else recognizes this as well? What if someone else enters the picture and captures your heart? The notion of you moving forward with a new partner, someone who genuinely values you, creates a profound sense of urgency and anxiety within them. This fear transcends simply losing you. It's about losing you to someone who perceives what they overlooked. It's the fear that another individual will experience the best version of you, the version they failed to appreciate. And let's be honest, no one wants to watch someone they once shared a connection with find greater happiness with another person. This fear can serve as a powerful catalyst. It compels them to re-evaluate their actions, to contemplate their potential loss if they fail to take action. It's the fear of being replaced, of witnessing your happiness with someone else, that drives them to crave your presence more than ever. So, have you ever witnessed someone re-enter your life due to the fear of losing you to another? Share your experiences in the comments below. Remember, when you prioritize becoming the best version of yourself, you naturally cultivate a sense of worth that others will be reluctant to lose. And that is when they will realize the need to improve themselves or risk losing you permanently. And there you have it, 7 reasons why she still comes back. Even when you stop caring. Have you taken it all in? If you found this valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe. This isn't about playing emotional games, it's the art of understanding psychology. With this knowledge, we're about to reveal how to use psychological tricks to make your woman come back. Do you have what it takes to master the art of psychological influence? That remains to be seen, but only if you watch until the end. Stay tuned. Remember, the goal isn't manipulation, it's about becoming the best version of yourself and creating genuine attraction. Whether you rekindle the relationship or move forward stronger, the lessons learned will serve you well in future connections. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on relationships and personal growth. Your journey to self-improvement starts now. Take it one step at a time.